Alright, well, how's everybody doing? I'm going to try to do my best and do a review on this scope today. I've had several people request a review on this. Scope I got off of Amazon. I paid $169 for this, and honestly, it's a pretty good deal, really. There's a few things that I've noticed about it, but overall, I really think it's a good deal. It's a Westhunter. This model, is the TDS. It's a 8 to 32 by 50 second focal plane, and then it's got an illuminated reticle. So obviously I've already taken it out of the box. I've already been using it. I got the least package you could get. You can get they have a package where you can get scope rings and mounts and different things. I didn't get that. I just got the scope. It comes with a sunshade, which is an extra long sunshade, and then also comes with these flip up lens covers. So, of course, the rings I bought separate, and this little bubble level I bought separate. I just had them on there because I just took this off a rifle just to do the review on it. But in the box, you get the little instruction manual here. Then you also get a lens cloth, and then you get a diagram of the reticle, which I really like the reticle. This is an MOA reticle. It's a very fine reticle. It does have quite a bit of, over travel or, holdover right here. Normally, I've got this zeroed at 50 for rimfire, and I can pretty much hold over at about 7 right here for 100 yards. So, I mean, it would probably, at least go out to 200 yards, with the 50 yard zero. Just using your holdover here. So I haven't done a whole lot of work with the turrets, messing with them, beating it or nothing like that. I'm not going to do any of that. I'll save that for somebody else. I pretty much baby my equipment when I get it and try to take care of it. But like I said, it's a very, very nice scope for what you get. Is it like $1,000 scope? No, it's not. It's not even close. Is it as good as a $400 or $500 scope? Probably is. The adjustments are 1/8 MOA per click. It does have nice turrets. They're pull out, so basically, you pull it out, turn it, click it, and the clicks are pretty audible. I mean, they're a little squishy. I wish they were just a little bit tighter when you turned it. It's just a little bit squishy, but it gets a job done. And I mean, I've got this thing sighted in really, really nice. Been shooting with it. The only weird thing about it is, it's got both of these, and these are, these are zero resettable. If you unscrew this top thing here. But the weird thing about it is they've got this is up and down, and then this is up and down too on this one, which this should be, left and right. So that's a little bit of a quality control issue right there. So, right out of the box, which it doesn't affect the overall function of it. And I'm not like super, worried about it, honestly. If that's like the only thing that's wrong with the scope, I mean, big deal, I can figure that out. But, it's heavy, it's beefy. It's got a 30 millimeter tube on it. And it's pretty, pretty heavy in the hand. The dial down here, I mean, when I first got it, it was really, really stiff. And I mean, it's loosened up a little bit. I wouldn't say it's like it's smooth, it's not gritty. But it does still take a little bit of, effort to turn it. It's not terrible though. If you had a throw lever on there, I mean, it would be super easy probably to do it. And the only other, thing, the parallax adjustment, which is right here, and it goes from, 10 yards, I think, up to infinity. And this is actually very, very difficult to turn. Very hard to turn. And it is just being so hard to turn. I have had a couple times where it's been hard to get it just where I wanted it, because when you try to turn it just a little bit, you end up, just because of the amount of force you have to use to turn it, sometimes you end up turning it a little bit farther than what you want it to go. But you know, it's extremely stiff. Other than that, it's worked really well. You know, I've shot it at 50 and 100 yards. And then honestly, the Illuminator reticle, I've used it once, I think, but other than that, I haven't really had need for it. So I'll try to, you know, maybe get a picture of that in here before I'm done. But enough talking. I've talked way too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show a few pictures of this that I was able to take through the video camera. They're not going to be the best, but I'm going to show a few pictures, and then we'll come back and do a final wrap up on this, and I'll tell you my final thoughts on it. Okay, my final thoughts on this scope are really, for what you get for the money, I think it's a great scope. Obviously, it's made in China, Amazon. I would definitely order it from Amazon. I would definitely get it out as soon as you get it and try it out. Don't leave it sitting around for a month and then figure out there's something wrong with it, because you know, the likelihood of getting a bad scope is probably higher, you know, than it would be if you were ordering some sort of, you know, name brand scope. I mean, there's always a chance of getting a bad one, but I would say with this, there's probably a higher chance of getting a bad one. So I would definitely check it out, you know, right out of the box. I've only shot this on a 22 LR rifle, so I have no idea what it would do on you know, higher recoiling rifles. I have no idea. I mean, I think it would hold up fine, but there again, I haven't tested that. As far as the reticle goes, I really like the reticle. The reticle is just really nice, really easy to use. The turrets are squishy. I wish they were a little bit better, but they're nice. Illuminator reticle works fine. Everything about it works fine. It does have also a focus eyepiece down here. That's been fine. You know, it works well. So overall, I mean, I would say this is a great scope for $169. Like I said, the chances of getting a lemon are probably higher, but overall, I just don't think you could go wrong with it. It is a second focal plane, so you know, the reticle stays the same size throughout all magnification. But honestly, most people are going to use this for some sort of either target shooting or long range shooting. So, you know, I've shot mainly on 28 and 32 power is mainly what I use, and I think most people would probably use it on higher magnification. And then once you figure out where your bullet's hitting on the reticle, it's real easy to, you know, just adjust your hold, you know, for bullet drop with the reticle. I mean, you know, it's super easy. You just leave it on the same magnification, you know where to hold. So, you know, is this as good as $1,000 or higher scope? No. Is the clarity good as a $400 to $500 scope? I would say yes. The clarity is good. It does get darker the higher the magnification, but that's with most scopes. It's still very usable, still very clear. The eye box is pretty good. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's about middle of the pack on the eye box. So I'd say for $169, this is going to be a solid A. It's going to be a solid A. Not an A plus. There's a few things that could be better about it. And like I said, there is going to be probably some quality control issues you're going to have to check out when you first get it. But overall, I've been pretty happy with this scope, and I've shot some really good groups with it. So anyways, hope that answers some questions. Probably not the best review you've ever seen on a scope, but you know, it's not something that I don't have a $600 scope cam or anything like that. It's just me using it, and I bought it with my own money. You know, I'm giving you my honest opinion. So anyways, there you go. It's the Westhunter TDS 8-32 by 40 second focal plane illuminated reticle scope. Go check it out. Thanks for watching.